but it should be fun nonetheless. So we're going to have, or actually I'll just quickly finish doing this. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the show so far. By the way, if you do like the STPL, please do follow on Twitter at STPL TV, follow the channel. If you do feel like it, please do sub, not that it really matters too much. Just turning up to view is perfect for me, and I'm very, very happy to have your support. But either way, it's going to be a fun matchup here as we head into our ace match between iRk versus pSi, and this is why. Okay, so it's going to be pSi Storm EU's Mitak. Once again, he did a great job earlier on taking down Aru with a very quick, a very well decided Ling All-In on Colosseum 2. But he's here this time. Instead of a ZVP, it's going to be a ZVT as Marrwin back again for iRk. It's his debut match for iRk, and here he is playing the ace match as well. Age with a lot of confidence in this player, one of their only Terran players in the roster. I wonder if they were trying to counter snipe a ZVP, because maybe they thought it was going to be a ZVP. But either way, should be a great game as we head on to the ace map, which is going to be Icarus. We've seen it once today already, but just to go through it again for anyone who missed the earlier series, it's 12, 6, 3 and 9 o'clock spawns. Very easy to defend thirds up the top of a ramp, especially for Terran early on. Zerga's still going to have to take another main. Now, if we do see long spawns, so we see 12 and 6 or 3 and 9, that is going to be a little bit of a disadvantage for the Zerg player, as taking another main is a little bit harder. But let's see if we get that as we head into the game. Now, of course, I do know where to spawn, so let's head on over to the game and let's see who's going to win the ace match between pSi and iRk. It's Mitak versus Marrwin. Okay, so over in the 3 o'clock position, we do have the Orange Zerg fighting for pSi here in the ace match. It's going to be Mitak. And spawning down here in the bottom middle position in the 6 o'clock, we do have iRk's newest player, their Terran. It's going to be Marrwin. Now, both of these players did actually win their first game, so if you're just tuning in to the broadcast, this is the ace match. I do apologize, but I'm going to spoil the previous results, so if you do not want to know what they were, please do listen, or do, like, well, I guess I've already spoiled it. Either way, Mitak took down Aru, and Marrwin took down Grast on Plasma. So both of them back again in a different matchup to what we saw before, and this is going to be our second TVZ of today, and our first TVZ of this series, I believe. There's been a lot of CVT going on, oh, sorry, CVP today, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed what's been going on so far. All the players put a lot of effort into playing this tournament. The captains for the teams do a great job, and if it wasn't for the captains, wasn't for the players, and of course wasn't for you guys at home enjoying the tournament wouldn't exist. And it looks like my comment of how many matchups there are kind of messed things up a little bit. Lots of people talking about that, but looks like the consensus, I mean my personal consensus is there's 6 matchups overall: ZBT, TVP, PVZ, so, and then TVT, PvP, ZVZ. But right here we've got a TVZ, ZVT situation. Now we are going to have, looks like a 1-Rax fast expand by Marrwin. Likely going to do it off of the back of 2 Marines, just because he's not really sure what his opponent's doing. Are we going to see him cancel the Marine and be a little bit more greedy? Yes, we are. So Marrwin cancels that Marine before it starts. Going to get a quicker command center, and he is going to be feeling pretty good about getting that on the low ground as well. He's seen that the pool is quite late, so it does allow him to get that command center just a couple of supply quicker, which is still a benefit for our Terran player. Now, Marrwin going to try and keep his STPL alive as long as humanly possible. At the start of this game, I'm going to scout exactly how many drones are transferring, if there's going to be a third hatchery, or if it's going to be lair. Now, it's going to be 2 hatch lair coming in for our Zerg player. What a great scout by Marrwin. This is pretty much all he needs to know now. The other thing he does need to check for is the second gas, which won't be coming up just yet. But we've got 2 barracks coming in for Marrwin, so we've got a little bit of a variation here. So one of the important variations to make when you're going for 1 rank's fast expand, right? You have 2 follow-ups. You can either go, well, there's more than 2, but the 2 main ones you'll see, a +1 5 rank, so you get a very quick engineering bay that gives you very fast +1, is a very, very strong build. But the other is a little bit older, but a little bit more common, well, against 2 hatch, because is going to be 2 ranks academy. Now, the reason why this is so common, and why you see players like mine, Last Flash, Sack, all of the good Terran players right now, Light as well, of course, Light having one of the best TVZs in the world, is you need those Marine upgrades incredibly fast. +1 upgrade isn't going to help you too much against against Mulus, but even so, this is a weird build coming in from Mithak. He's actually going for a Queen's Nest. Now, could this be the straw that broke the camel's back? There's only a single sunken colony here. He's going 2 base Ultra, I believe, off of this, so you know what, I'm not really sure of how this build is going to work out for Mithak, but Marrwin, you can see immediately pushing across the map. He knows he needs to try and do some damage before this really starts to get going. I believe he saw the Queen's Nest, so these Sunken's going to be coming in at the perfect timing to try and block this attack. But with 2 medics, 2 firebats going to be on their way. Marine upgrades finishing up very, very shortly if they haven't already. I can't click that, unfortunately. Looks like he must have finished both of them because he's got all of his Marines there. Did get a very quick... Oh no, range hasn't finished. So this is going to be a little bit of a risky push in. You do really need 1 medic per Sunken if possible. But then with good Sunken targeting, you can actually deal with that. But Mithak is likely going to add on another couple of Sunkens here. He knows all he wants to do is survive for Hive, because that's what he's going for. This man does not need a 3rd base, but this is an unbelievably greedy play. And is it going to work out? 2 base Defiler, 2 base Guardian, 2 base Ultra. Not the strongest of builds. 2 base Defiler is probably the best option he has out of that. Looks like he was getting ready to put the Defiler mount down a little bit too early. Don't really want to call too much, but he's going for a very +1 ground, a very early +1 ground carapace. So that's what makes me think it's going to be that Ultra play that I did mention. We're going to see a couple of scans coming in from Marrwin. Going to see everything that's going on. Going to see the Hive. Going to see the Queen's Nest. And that's all he realistically needs to see. Mithak is playing with nothing. He is going for Ultralisks. Now, we see Marrwin scouting every other base on the map to try and see where there's a hidden 3rd base. He doesn't think that he's up against 2 hatch. Well, he knows against 2 hatch Hive now. But we're going to see Marrwin push in with a very, very strong Marine medic force very, very shortly. 4 barracks coming, or 3 barracks coming into play. Good macro coming out Marrwin as well. Going to go into his factory. Needs to tech up. Needs to be careful that he doesn't play a little bit too greedily against what's going on. But here we go. Looks like one of the Overlords going to get caught. That's a big pick off. Every single mineral is going to matter here. Now, the ironic thing is +1 was delayed for that Academy because he thought he was up against 2 hatch Muta, or 2 hatch Lair even, oh sorry, against 2 hatch Lurker or 2 hatch Muta, and you need both those upgrades. But with +1 being delayed, and with the Carapace upgrades being done for the Ultralisks, this is going to be +4 Ultralisks against 1 attack Marines. Obviously +4 being armor. Attack will come in later, but I believe that's called chitinous plating, unless that's just the StarCraft 2 one. But this is a very, very old school build, and a really cool build to see. Now, Is Mitak going to be able to get... is he going to be able to make this work? The trouble is he's got no lurkers. Marrwin has seen that this hatchery is going up. He is hiding the fact he knows it's there. He is waiting for this to finish. He doesn't want Mitak to cancel it, so this is a very, very good play by Marrwin. Obviously, there's a lot of overlords, but they're dotted around the base, and here's the first cows. Here is the moment of truth. Marrwin actually sees them with an SCV as well. And everything that could go right for Marrwin is going right for Marrwin right now. This hatchery is going to finish up, and we are going to see Marrwin immediately stim and go and kill it. You watch. Okay, maybe not immediately, but he is waiting to see where the ultras are going. And here we go. Stim is down. Mitak is going to be feeling bad about this. He's going to be able to build a single drone that's going to go down immediately. And it's going to be up to the ultras. Can they push through? Do they have their armor upgrade yet? Yes, they do. It's going to be +3 armor ultralisks against +1 attack marines. But the trouble is, because he's on a 2-base economy, he doesn't have that many ultralisks. And realistically, is this amount of ultras going to be able to push through? Ultras are very strong units. We can see there that the marines take absolutely ages to kill them. The siege tank splash going to be killing a lot of the marines. There's 2 siege tanks on the high ground. But this is a lot of dead bio. Is this going to work out for Mitak? Can he do it? Can he win the game for pSi? This is all or nothing. The great medic wall. He should just go around and attack the SCVs. He's trying to break through. He's not. He's losing so many of the ultras. Great defense by Marrwin. And he does hold. He holds his ramp. He lost a lot. But he's done it, and we're going to see a tank drop coming in from Marrwin now. You can drop the ledge over the natural. He has no spire. He has no drop tech. All he has is lings and ultras. He is going to lose his second base worth of production, and that's going to be it for Mitak. Marrwin, with a great strategical play here, knows there's nothing that can be done against this. And Mitak is likely going to have to tap out very, very shortly. A great, interesting play by Mitak. Looks like he's going to hold on, see if he can make something happen with his ultras. But these tanks doing so much damage. The marines, oh my god, that medic wall is so good. The medic wall by Marrwin is just absolutely incredible. The ultras can't get through here. They're stuck. Oh, what a great play. What a poor misunderstanding of the situation by Mitak. He's just funneling more ultras into death. They've got +4 armor, so they take forever to die. But that is going to be it, most likely. Mitak is going to lose his 4th base. He's going to lose his natural hatchery, most likely, as well. And it looks like Mitak, after losing a couple of ultras, or maybe 1 ultra, has finally pulled back. But he's going to lose his 4th base. GG! And Marrwin brings the series back. It looked like pSi had a chance there, but unfortunately for pSi, we did see iRk pull it back at the end. A kind of weird game by Marine did lead to that, but Mitak going for a very old school style didn't quite work out for him, and that is going to give iRk their first win now. Just to go through those games, of course introduce what the next set of games are going to be even. Great games by all of our players, and nonetheless, a great showing by pSi. But let's have a quick look, just to recap the series. As you can see, we had Headmaster taking down DeWalt in an amazing PvP from him. Marrwin taking down Grass to tie it up 1-for-1. Mitak taking down Aru to make it 2-1 for pSi. Oyaji pulling it back to bring it up to 2-2. And then in the final countdown, the final moment, Marrwin pulls it out again, showing he's a very, very strong pickup for iRk. And what a great job he did that series. I mean, his game against Grass was masterful. He did a great job against Mitak. His micro was absolutely insane. And that's really good. But let's actually have a quick look at how that affects the Group B rankings at the end of Week 1. Soul Gaming, PSI top 2 positions, tied for number 1 actually. iRk in second with 3 for 2, and DM in 4th. Now, of course, there's a long set of series coming up after this. It's going to be 7 more weeks of round 2 than the playoffs, and then we're going to have round 4 straight after as well, and that's going to take us into our grand final playoffs at the beginning of next year. So a huge thank you, of course, to all the players. Let's just quickly introduce our next set of matches and the dates they will be casted on. So on Wednesday the 3rd of October, this following Wednesday, we're going to have FBW versus Ash and Psystorm versus BWL. They should be some cool series. Friday the 5th of October, we're going to have Bull Team versus Team Messiah, MSJ, and Soul Gaming versus iRk. The next Monday, on the 8th of October, we're going to have White Clan versus Naz. That's it's not going to be Naz versus Rev. That'll change, because as you can see, Naz are in Group A, Rev are in Group B, so that was a little bit of a mistake by me, but either way, hopefully you guys have all had a great evening. I've had a great time bringing it to you, so have a very good morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for more STPL action. Obviously, just a quick shout out, do follow the BSL Twitter, I'm sure Zero will be able to link. Follow the STPL Twitter, which you can see below me at STPL TV. You can get to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/STPL TV as well. And of course, follow this channel for more STPL action. See you guys next time.